everybody, it's Mr. Petchers here. I figured with the amount of emails that you guys are getting, you're probably just like me. You're an email overload, and it's hard to really decipher through all the different emails from all the different teachers, from all the different schools. I know that I have 2 kids at elementary school, so we're still trying to pick through all those emails and make sure that my children are successful. I'm sure you're doing the same. So I figured once in a while I'll go ahead and shoot a video. It might be easier for you to get the information without having to read through everything. So first of all, I want to thank you so much for making this online experience work. Over the last 2 or 3 weeks, it's gotten just so much better and so much mainstreams. And so we have a lot of kids. All of our kids are showing up and they're performing and they're participating. We still do have some cameras that are off. And so if you can help with that, that'd be wonderful. Just remind your students that it's easier for me to teach, easier to get taught if your camera is on and you can interact with the face in the box that is on Zoom. So if you help with that, please, that'd be great. Again, if there are any issues that you need to come and talk to me about, or your child needs to come talk to me about, my office hours are from 12:20 to 1:50, and that is Tuesday through Friday. So make sure that you are coming on in and setting those office hours and asking those questions. We've had a lot of kids coming in. It's been great having that time one-on-one with the kids, and sometimes I'll call a small group for that time period as well. Because again, the school day does not end until what is it, 3 o'clock now. So, okay. Next, social studies notes. So a couple of things about this. So this week we just finished up this past week I should say, finished up chapter 2, lesson 2, the fall of Rome, in our notes. And I made these notes available to you. I've emailed you several times. You can download it, you can get it off of Canvas, and I made them all available at the school office. So if you can get down there and pick those up, you've had a couple weeks, or students have had a couple weeks to download this and print it. And so my concern is this. We did our Rome checkpoint this week, and I would say probably about 1/3 of the kids answered the questions on the Rome checkpoint with either they copy pasted off of Wikipedia, which they don't have to do, or they guessed and they just throw some random answers in there. And I'm going to tell you, we have the PowerPoint. We go over the PowerPoint. The PowerPoint's available. And I take this page right here. I'm trying to get, there you go. I take these pages right here and I create my study guide straight from the PowerPoint. So it's going to be so much easier just to fill in the blanks, because we only have an hour in class together. So I want to really utilize that time correctly and have a discussion. And then I take these notes and I create the test, the quiz on these. And so if your child doesn't have these notes printed off or is not participating in doing that, there's going to be a problem with the quiz. It's just, I don't know how you could be successful if you don't have the notes available. And all my tests right now, as we're in distance learning, are open note. So it's kind of a no-brainer, right? So if you need help to download that information or get that information, I've tried to make it available on all different avenues for you. Please reach out to me. I don't know what I don't know, if that makes sense. Okay, so reach out to me. And I'll make it happen for you. I'll deliver it to your house if I have to. So don't all call me up and say delivery. It's not a delivery service. Anyway, so speaking of quizzes, we have 2 quizzes this week, okay? And I'm looking at my notes right here. We have a social studies chapter 2, lesson 2 quiz on Wednesday. So please ask your child, hey, do you have these notes? Did you download them? Did you tell me about it? And because if you have the notes filled out, I promise you it is an easy pass, okay? Easy pass. And then the next thing we have is language arts test on Thursday. That is the Dark They Were and Golden Eye test. The Pearson tests are really challenging. And so I do curve the overall grades, or I add some bonus points into it. It's really challenging, and it actually asks, the questioning that they ask on the test are like mid-year, where we've had a lot of time to practice on them. So I've tried to really train the kids and talk to the kids about the information we're covering. And so some might be discouraged by their score, and I'm going to have a talk with them on Monday. They're challenging. That's it. They're challenging. Okay. And so they are set to the the state test. And so they're challenging. That's all I can say. So 2 things happening this week, those 2 quizzes. Also, if you don't have Out of My Mind book, on the Weeks at a Glance, it's available for download. The PDF is available for download. I don't want you to print the whole thing off. Make sure your child is following and taking notes when we do the annotations. That's super important. So again, reach out to me if you need anything. 2 tests this week, cameras on, print off the notes, and have just a great week. All right, everybody?